Come on. I'm not giving it on your mark, get set, go anymore. I know what you guys. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. You guys were sneaking to the mirror in the middle of the prayer. No, I'm joking. I'm just loving to see you there. Yeah, I'm just glad that you're there. Why? Because that person in the mirror is going to change your life. Yeah, come on. I'll say it again. That person that's staring back at you in the mirror is who you can count on. That person that's staring back on you. Oh, come on, somebody. I'm about to get excited now. Yeah, I'm about to get excited. Yeah, come on. Today we're going from micro to macro. Yeah, just say that with me. Micro to macro. Somebody's like, what's that mean? From small to big. Yeah, yeah, come on. From poquito to grande. Yeah, yeah, from micro. Okay. All right, now watch this. I see you guys are in your mirror. Yeah, come on. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see it. Come on, you know, okay, Tayana, you know we be waiting for you. Okay, okay, okay. And so do me a favor, go ahead and come off of mute. Yeah, after 9 days, you know what our affirmation is. It's the same one that we've been rocking with. Yeah, yeah, come on. And it's just a reminder that you're not immortal. Yeah, come on. My daughter and I, we were reading Genesis, and she's like, man, these people in this Genesis lived a long time. I said, I don't know if I want to live to be 849 years old like Noah. I don't know if I want to live to be as old as Moses was. All I know is if today was my, oh, come on, I will live today as if it's my last. Come on, you guys ready? Go ahead and come on from you. Here we go. Here we go. In three, in two, in one.
I
I will
will
I
live
live
will
this
live
today
day
as
today
if
as
this
like
if
it
it
is
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 my
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 last.
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 Okay. Okay, okay, I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. I still hear some people saying, like, adding their own little twist into it. So, just a reminder: I will live today as if it's my last. Yeah, come on, today. This as if it was my last. I might not get another chance to go to the gym. I might not get another chance to make any money. I might not get any chance to spend time with my family. Come on, here we go. Three, two, one.
I
I
I
will
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 live
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 I
this
will
this
live
day
today
day
as
today
if
like
it
as
was
it
if
is
my
it
my
as
was
if
last.
it's
my
my
last.
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 Okay.
Para
All
vivir
right,
este
and
día
then
como se le digo.
just jump into the chat and just talk to me. Jump into the chat and just talk to me. What do you mean by that? Give me an example of how you're going to live today as if it's your last. Tell me. Every other day I do this, but if today was my last day, I would do that. Every day I be zigging. Today I got to zag. I'm just asking you, if today was your last day, what would that look like to you? What would you do differently? Like you said it, but what if you in your brain, if when the clock struck midnight and you just weren't here anymore, what would you do with your day? Like, what I got to give you like 30 seconds to talk back to me. I just need to know what would you do with your day if today was the last day? What would you do with it?
Pray all day to make sure I get into heaven. I would spend my last 24 hours with the Lord. Empty.
Come on,
Nowhere
I see us.
else.
I
Nothing
see us.
else.
I see us. I see us. Come on.
Trying
Come
to
on.
remember everything I did wrong so I can be forgiven. I didn't ask for forgiveness for it before.
Oh, come on. Come on. And I love it. So there we
Pray for
go. There
safety
we go.
for
Let's
my
let's
family.
let's you let,
Make sure
let's
my
let's
family
do it,
knows
Mel.
how to
Let's do it. So I
get
want you
money.
you guys can hear her. So I want you let's use the example. I would pray so I can make up for all the things that I didn't ask for forgiveness for. And so because if today was my last day, I don't have to wait until the last day. Guess what I can do right now today? Yeah, I can act as if this was my last day. And so, guess what I'm going to do? Father God, can you, okay, do you see what I mean? As if today was your last day, what would you do? I would repent. If today was my last day, what would I do? I would fast. If today, okay, now watch this. You can do that. Come on. You don't have to wait until you're on your sick bed to say, oh my God, it might be my last. No, no, no. In your head, you can begin right now to, okay, okay, all right, watch this, guys. Watch this. I don't want to run out of time today. I don't want to run out of time. Okay, if you could, just take the Bible verse for the week for me. Yeah, if the sleepy Sunday got you, it's okay. It's okay. I know it's Monday. And so hopefully by Tuesday we got this. But the Bible verse for this week is found in John, St. John chapter 15, verse 2. Yeah, St. John chapter 15, verse 2. Yeah, come on, St. John 15:2. Come on, yeah, I see you. I'm just waiting. Okay, Clint. Okay, Dell. Yeah, I just want a couple people to be there with us. Yeah, okay, Miss Deborah. Thank you. Dynamic. Yeah, come on. Now watch this. And Jesus says to us, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that bears fruit, he prunes that it may bear. Come on, somebody just scream more for me so we can start this call. Yeah, come on. Somebody just scream more for me so we can start this call. Every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so it can bear more fruit. Okay. All right, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it can bear Okay, all right. So watch this, guys. Watch this. We got to take off for today. But I'm excited. I'm excited because as I told you guys, type this for me. Let me just make sure you guys are here. Type macro for me. Yeah, type macro. And after you type macro, type the word micro. Yeah, come on. Today I want to discuss going from micro to macro. Yeah, micro steps to macro impact. Small steps, great distances. Yeah, micro to macro. And so, good morning once again, ChangeU. I don't know if you know, but today is Monday, the start of a new week. And Monday is an interesting day because Monday's honest. You see, Monday doesn't care about the goals that you talked about last week. Monday doesn't care about the motivation you felt on Friday. Monday simply asks you one question: what are you going to do now? And since our theme this month is more, I want to talk about something powerful. Not more hustle, not more stress, not more pressure, but more expansion. Because the truth is, most people don't live small lives because they lack talent. They live small lives because they build invisible fences around themselves. And so this morning, I have to apologize ahead of time if I step on your toes because I promise that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not necessarily trying to hit you, but I promise I'm not trying to miss you. You see, the invisible fence. Have you ever seen? Does anybody have a dog? I know Miss Colette got her kids. Does anybody ever seen a dog with the invisible fences that people use? Yeah, them dogs be having me scared. They run right up to the edge. I'll be like, oh my God. And then they stop. You see, the dog can run around the yards freely, but the moment it gets close to that boundary, it stops. Even if the fence isn't physically there anymore, the dog believes it is. Come on, I'm going somewhere. Watch this. A lot of us adults live the same way. Oh yeah. Come on. Okay, Celia. Okay, a lot of us live the same way. We have these invisible fences. We say, I'm not ready yet. I don't have enough money. People in my neighborhood don't do things like that. What if I fail? What if people judge me? And so we run around the same yard most of our life. Come on, the same routines, the same excuses, the same comfort zone. Not because we can't go further, but because we believe that we can't. So watch this. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Come on, this one might hurt. Some people build their work around their block. Yeah, I'll take it a step further. Some people build their world around their block. Yeah, this is the people that we see that grew up on a certain block in the city, and now as a big bad adult, guess where they still live? Their mom just gave them the house, their dad just gave them the house. They never expanded past that block. They're like the OGs of the neighborhood, and there's nothing wrong with that. But their thinking is still, okay, watch this, watch this. Their thinking sounds like my customers are probably around here. Okay, my entrepreneurs, their thinking says my opportunities are probably in this city. My reach is probably limited to the people I know. But here's the truth, because we're talking about more. Here's the truth. We are living in a time where someone in a small neighborhood can build something that reaches the world. Come on, somebody should disclaim that. It's me. It's me. It's me. Yeah. An entrepreneur sitting at a kitchen table in Pennsylvania can have clients in Africa, can have clients in China, can have clients in Europe and South America. A little black kid from the city of York can start an accountability group and he can reach people in the United Kingdom. I'm just trying to explain to you that if you limit yourself, your result, oh, come on, somebody, your results will always be limited. But if you can change the way you think, come on, Tavon, talking. If you can just change your thinking, guess what? You change your reality. And so if your thinking stays on your block, your life stays on your block. But if your thinking sets the borders of your reality, guess what? You can expand. Oh, micro. I got to go macro. Watch this. The micro that becomes macro. Yeah, this is what I love. Little can always become more because God says, he who is faithful over the few, I will make them ruler over. Oh, come on, somebody. Watch this. Watch this. And so this is where it gets powerful. Yeah. Come on, Ed. This is where it gets powerful. Come on, George. This is where it gets powerful. Watch this, Justin. This is where it gets powerful. Watch this. Watch this, Rob. This is where it gets powerful. Most people think big success requires big action. The truth is, macro results are built from micro courage. Oh, God. Come on, just reshape the way you think. Watch this. Watch this. Small actions, small risk, small decisions to push past doubts. Think about it like planting a seed. Nobody plants a seed and says, why isn't there a forest tomorrow? Because what you don't see underground is the most important work that's happening. The roots that are spreading, the foundations that are being built, the strength that's forming. And one day, what started as something tiny breaks through the surface. And you see, that's how growth works. You start micro and stay consistent, and eventually it becomes macro. But watch this. Watch this, because I know what happens. It happens right here in our community. People come to me with an idea, and I like the idea. I support the idea. I start pushing you with the idea. And guess what? You start pushing back with your own doubt. Yeah, come on. Somebody just say doubt. Doubt. Come on. Is this? I know I'm talking to you. I know that you have the idea, but you keep doubting yourself. I know that you want to do it, but you keep doubting yourself. Yeah, I know that you're capable, but you keep come on. Yeah, come on, it's me. It's me. Tavon, you must be in my head. No, my address isn't there. I live somewhere else. But there's a voice that stops most people. Yeah, come on, if you look at your life right now, can you honestly say, like, yeah, I didn't do some things because I doubted myself. Yeah, I didn't even apply for that job. I didn't even try to get that contract. I didn't even try to start that thing because I doubted myself. You've been doing it since grade school. Yeah, you probably missed out on your significant other because you were doubting yourself and scared to talk to them. You might have missed out on the opportunity to change your life because you were doubting yourself. And now watch this, because this is the beautiful thing that I love about this call, about this group. It can change now. Yeah, yeah. See, the voice that whispers, the doubt is the quiet voice that whispers, you're not qualified. Yeah, it's the voice that whispers someone else is better than you. What if nobody supports you? Come on, I've been there. What if you embarrass yourself? Was anybody ever said anything like that? Yeah, Miss Colette, I see. I just want to make sure it's not just me and you that be having that little doubt in our head. I just want to make sure that we're not the only crazy ones. I just want to make sure. Yeah, the doubt that creeps in and says, "Psh, you know you can't do that." The doubt that creeps in and says, yeah, you probably nobody in your family. How the doubt that creeps in, the people that come from here, the doubt, the people that look like me, the doubt. So what I love is that voice feels real. Yeah, I had to make sure that it wasn't just me and Colette, because that voice, it feels real. But here's the truth. Come on, write this down if you're taking notes. Here goes the truth, Miss Deb. Yeah, yeah, Deb, here goes the truth, Anya. That voice feels real, but that voice is not wisdom. That voice is fear trying to keep you safe. Oh, come on, Aunt Felice. They're not talking back to me, Aunt Felice. Yeah, Michelle, that voice is trying to keep you safe. And fear is designed for survival, not greatness. And so I have to ask you, do you want to survive or do you want to be great? Do you want to stay micro or do you want to grow to macro? You see, fear helps humans avoid dangers in the wilderness. But today, fear stops people from sending an email. Today, fear stops people from starting that business. Fear stops people from making a phone call, from posting the idea, from launching their dream. You see, fear turned lions into LinkedIn posts, and yet we still react the same way. God. Okay, somebody's not believing me, Justin. Yeah, yeah, Toy, somebody, Whitney, they're not hearing me, Whitney. Watch this. Imagine thousands of years ago, a human standing outside a dark cave. And you see, inside the cave might be dangerous. And so, Sharice, the fear says, stay outside. Yeah, but Celia, inside the cave, there might be water. Inside the cave, there might be shelter and food. Inside the cave, Raj, might be opportunity. You see, every advancement in human history always happens because somebody walked in the cave anyway. And today your cave is starting a business. Today your cave is pitching the idea. Today your cave is building the brand. It's having a conversation. It's believing in yourself. My question for you is, are you willing to walk into the cave or are you going to stay outside because it might be scary? I just need to know, are you willing to face the big bad wolf? Because as soon as you do, you realize the big bad wolf ain't scary no more. As soon as you do, you realize that the monster under your bed is all made up in your head. As soon as you face that fear, your life starts to change. And you can go from micro, somebody just scream macro. Face the fear, face the fear, face the fear, face the fear. So watch this. Watch this. This is what I love. Okay, come on, you're talking back to me now. Come on, Toy. This is what I love because there's truth about potential. Yeah, here's something most adults don't want to admit, Jalacia. George, this blows my mind. Most adults don't want to admit something. Potential is uncomfortable. Yeah, Devon, I'll say it again, Ashton. Potential is uncomfortable because potential demands responsibility. This is what scares some people. Once you realize you're capable of more, you can't hide behind excuses anymore. You can't say I didn't know. You can't say I didn't have the opportunity. Like I literally work with people and they have this whole list of things of why they weren't able to achieve or do something. And I say, okay, let's stop right here. I'll make one phone call to the school. I make one phone call to the organization and say, hey, I have this person. And they said, boom, boom, boom. And they said, oh, no, that's not true. So me and this person now have to have a conversation because what you're doing is you're blocking your blessing by hiding behind the fear of saying, oh, I didn't know. By hiding behind the fear of I didn't have the opportunity. And I want you to realize something powerful. The limits that we have are mostly self-created. Yeah, write that down because that's going to free somebody later when they understand what I just said. The limits that you put on yourself are mostly self-created. And that realization can be scary, Justin. It can be scary as it can, but it should also be liberating. Because if we created the limits, come on, somebody just scream right here. You can also remove them. Yeah. Well, if you create your own limits, you can also remove your own limits. Somebody just look into the mirror if you're still there and say, I got to remove my limits. I got to remove my limits. I told myself I couldn't do that. And when I went to do it, they were glad I did. Why would I do that to myself this whole time? I told myself I shouldn't do that. And then once I did, I was glad I did. Why would I do that to myself? I owe it to myself to try. I owe it to myself to push. I owe it to myself. And so watch this principle, the expansion principle. Yeah, come on. If you're writing this down, the expansion principle. I'm about to get us out of here. Watch this. Watch this. The expansion principle. Life expands to the level of thinking you allow. And so if your thinking stays inside your neighborhood, okay, somebody called it already. Your life stays inside your neighborhood. This is why I say exposure is so important. Because when your thinking expands, your opportunities expand. Your network expands, your income and impact expands, your confidence expands. And suddenly, the person who once believed their life was limited is speaking to people across the world. Come on, Tavon. The person who once believed that their life was limited is helping people they've never met. Come on, Tavon. The person that once believed their life was limited is now building something bigger than they ever could have imagined because of their belief. And so here's the challenge this week. Not for massive change, not for overwhelming goals, but just micro courage. One uncomfortable action each day. Maybe that means sending a message that you've been avoiding, posting the idea you've been sitting on, reaching out to someone you admire, starting the project you've been delaying, speaking up when you're usually quiet, small courage, daily courage, because confidence doesn't come first. Confidence comes after, okay, it comes after courage. And so eventually something powerful happens. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries things and you start seeing yourself as someone who expands, someone who grows, someone who pushes their boundaries, someone who no longer lives inside invisible fences. And once our identity change, everything changes. Why? Because of the ripple effect. This is the part that matters most, guys. Yeah, this is how I'm going to land the plane. This is the part most people miss. This is the part that matters the most. When you expand your life, you don't just change your life. You change the people watching you, your children, your friends, your community, even this very accountability group. People see you pushing past your fear, and suddenly you help us realize we can too. That's how transformation works. One person deciding this stops with me. One person deciding if I were to go out today, if I were to live today as if it's my last, this stops with me. The generational curses, the generational trauma. And guess what? I'm birthing a legacy. And so this month, remember that when we talk about more doesn't start with massive moves. More starts with micro moves, more courage, more belief, more action, more expansion. And then eventually, guess what happens? More impact, more freedom, more opportunity, more life. And so on this day, I want you to ask one powerful question. Not what if I fail, but what if my life is meant to be bigger than the fences I've been living inside? Yeah, I want to ask you that again because I want you to honestly think about it. What if your life was meant to be more? What if it was meant to be bigger and you've just been putting yourself inside this small fence? And this is what I get excited about. What if all it takes is one small step outside of the yard? Micro courage today, macro transformation tomorrow. Do me a favor so I can pray us out, guys, and just type the word more for me.